that kind of whole crew thing, it was kind of
Man,
getting out of
Bucket ain't the
hand.
type of shit.
But
You
now,
don't let that man lie to you.
situations like this, where you get a particular man that's so
Hey, this
upset,
shit box,
that
man.
person drives all the way, steals the car, come and find you where you're at because you dropped your location, and then they delete you. That's something to be talked about. And
This shit box.
those kind of beats
Who
happen
open?
in
Who
black
open for a
communities,
game?
right? And what I'm thinking about,
Who
as far as
who
some
open
of the
on the
brothers
five
out
for a
here,
game?
you got people who do this all day long, threatening people to pull up, what you gonna
Yeah, they
do,
say them niggas
So
that vibe, man, some lame
people,
ass niggas.
giving out people's information, talking to people's families and stuff like that. And like the
ain't
guy
nobody
in
open.
DC said, you don't
You don't get
know
no Zoom
who's
calls
on
for
the
that, though,
opposite
you.
side of the phone. And you have a lot of these guys who are talking about, what they're gonna do
Talking
for
about,
you, when they see you and all kind of stuff. You have
that's why
no
boss got
idea,
a game tag.
you know,
Oh, that boy quick,
who the
man.
other
Boss
person
with the
is.
game.
You don't have an idea what they're capable of doing. And I don't underestimate anybody. If somebody tells me, like, when I see you, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna take that as a serious threat, and I'm gonna somehow arm myself or whatever I gotta do to protect myself from that kind of situation. Because I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't think you're gonna do it. Now I'm gonna make sure that if you don't have the opportunity, that I'm gonna deal with you, right? And that's not to be like brag or anything like that, but that's just the truth. And the reason why I say that is because you don't know these people. You don't know what somebody might do. And I think this particular dude, he kind of thought that these people were not serious, man. And some people don't have nothing to live for. I mean, think about and the other guy who probably did it most likely was in jail himself before. Now he's going back just to delete this particular dude for that was running his mouth. And so my question is is it worth it? I mean, I don't think so, right? But some people you don't know what they're capable of doing. That's why I try to stay out of and now in my in my career all sectors of beef. I don't really go back and forth with people because you just don't know, right? And you don't know who knows you as a content creator. A lot of people know you as a content creator. You don't know them. So, when you're out here talking like that, and you're out here talking crazy, it's somebody could not even be looking for you that day, but just like, okay, and you don't even know that you're in a bad situation. You don't know what's going on, right? And I think that as YouTubers and stuff like this, as we think that the internet is not real, we still need to be able to have respect for people, and not take it like let's not try to do things over the internet that we wouldn't do in real life, right? Because life is real. People can, will, and will have no problem hurting you. Don't care about going to jail, at least at the time they're thinking about doing it. So guys, what do you think? Subscribe to the bell. Check out the press conference at the top for the other brothers' information. We're out.
We are coming on the air tonight with our teams out on the campaign trails ahead of polls closing in New York and Florida in the next few hours, with voters deciding on some key races that could shape what happens come November. We're going to explain why, especially when it comes to one particular bellwether district. Plus, what the candidates and voters are telling our teams. And a verdict in the trial for two men accused of plotting to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. A jury finding them guilty today. How the governor is responding and the message the whole thing sends.
Let's see if we can get some late night dubs.
On Twitter, accusing the company of big security flaws and lying about them to the government. You're not going to be surprised to hear that lawmakers are now demanding an investigation. We're going to take you live to Capitol Hill. Then, in our original tonight, why some companies are cutting back on parental leave benefits, even when there seems to be more focus than ever on giving new moms and dads the time they need with their newborns. Why it's happening, and what one employee is telling us tonight. And get ready to get a little freaked out with NASA revealing what it might sound like if you happen to be positioned next to a black hole. We'll talk about why the internet is calling this the soundtrack of your nightmares a little later on in the show. Hey, I'm Hallie, and in just a few hours, polls in Florida, New York, and Oklahoma.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo.
Democrats mostly putting abortion rights front and center right now.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
With the Democratic majority in both chambers of Congress hanging in the balance. You see the graphic on screen. You will see it a lot over the next 80-plus days here. The Senate and the House of Representatives. I want to bring in Dasha Burns, who's in New York, Jack Brewster, who's in Florida. Dasha, let me start with you. And a special congressional election in New York.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 12. To the air. Allen.
Okay, then.
That's going to be intercepted.
I will take it, baby.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Talking a lot about primaries today. This is not a primary race. This is a special election. This is a congressional race, and it is the first competitive congressional race since the fall of Roe, and it might be the last bellwether.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Which message might win out? Which message might get more voters to the polls? Is it the Republican messaging on Biden's low popularity, the painful inflation that so many folks are dealing with, or is it the abortion issue that Democrats really hope will galvanize the base and even potentially get some Republicans to turn out and vote for Democrats in November? And these two candidates here, Democrats...
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
He's centerpiece of his campaign. I mean, his campaign signs literally say choice is on the ballot.
Inside game to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They go down.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught for the Cowboys.
Way to thread the needle.
Ezekiel Elliott, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Okay,
We
then.
know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary. His skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing, when you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Taking in at the 3.
Oh, I fucked that up.
He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds.
Fuck that up.
50. Great
Good shit.
return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Really of these New York races is redistricting and how much it has squished districts, created entirely new districts, and led to some confusion for voters, but also pit it against one another too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
3
yards remain for second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
I fucked that up. That could have been an easy pick, baby.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he can't get rid of it. He's
Take it.
taken down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. That's
Good grab.
Jay Howard. And he is going to have the Bills first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. I don't know if I agree with
I guess
that.
if we can get one, you can get one.
You have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
This shit.
For the offense, fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, touchdown.
Good shit. Good shit.
Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab for Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
So you feel.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott.
Ooh, I fucked that up. Good shit. That was a gift. That was dangerous.
Back down to about the 12-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, what is he doing with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Since then, multiple people believe city government has recovered more than 300 documents. Additionally, right, with classified markers from Mr. Thompson.
On first down, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. These two teams all tied after 1.
It asked the Department of Justice to take a closer look. By the spring, the DOJ had subpoenaed Mr. Trump for missing documents. Then in early June, the FBI and DOJ officials met with attorneys at Mar-a-Lago. The former president was there, showed up, said hi.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
With these documents in, right? They didn't want them to just
On play action, Allen steps away.
Ooh, good shit.
Gabriel Davis, a 7
Good shit. Damn, boy. Ran right out the way. Should have been a pick.
He fired a dart. That's what happened.
Yeah, that was a dart.
Looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Let's go, man. Don't fuck up the 5-game win streak.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Can really compromise U.S. national security, even get people killed. So it just tells me that the government would have been really concerned from the jump there as soon as they learned that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns and fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
That is bad, Dak.
And he is not
That is bad, baby.
Is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is good, and the Bills will hold on to their lead. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Now Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So 1st and 10.
Here they come, here they come.
Territory at the 48-yard line. Prescott.
Ooh, good shit. Good shit, good shit.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's not
Yes, it is.
Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Allen off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Why the government has to really prosecute these cases when it finds them, but also be careful.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Almost let the motherfucker get away. Oh, he got me. Good shit. You punk motherfucker. Good shit. Oh shit, he ain't make it. Alright, that's what's up.
Without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon.
Dirty motherfucker. That was some disrespectful shit, cuz.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On second down, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Steps away to his left.
Ooh, that goddamn baby.
Incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10.
You got to tighten up on that shit.
A pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
That they say was cordial and uneventful before the violent interaction began, and as we know, would end with the killing of Rashard Brooks. This decision announcing that
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
Uh-oh, little brother got you.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
From the pistol, here's Elliott.
Good shit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, but you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
We've got some breaking news into us here. For the more than 45 million Americans who have student loan debt. Just coming into us as we've been on the air, 3 sources are
ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
The White House. President Biden will make an announcement canceling $10,000 in federal student loans. At the White House, the people making less than $125,000 a year.
They'll run left.
Good hit, good hit.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott.
Get in there.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy
Good shit.
Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Well, a lot of details still up in the air about what exactly this event will look like. But we do know that it'll be at the White House, and obviously coming on the heels of President.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
For borrowers that make less than $125,000, how that play into the overall picture for inflation. There's concern.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he can't find anywhere to
Meet
go.
me at the QB, baby.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder.
Good shit. Good shit.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated.
Don't let his nuts hang.
Jobs in tandem, the back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ooh, he got me on that one. Good shit.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the
good shit.
Conversion.
I like that. That's what's up.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm gonna have to blaze up on that note, man. You got a game, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Going right back to
got me with it again.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this down near the 25. What a luxury to have a tight end.
I didn't think he was gonna go back to it.
Essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of
come on, you gotta pick that off, man. Good D.
And incomplete. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, this is Singletary. And down inside the
good shit.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roll.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Not the pancake.
Here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary.
Good D.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game.
Good shit. Oh, he dropped it? Ooh. Okay, then.
The Bills drive stalls out.
I thought he caught that motherfucker, man.
On downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
Nice move, baby.
Get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, Dak, quit bullshit.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Good hit.
Just a yard.
Lucky ass bullshit.
2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Prescott. Finding Schultz. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Prescott.
Ooh, Dak. God damn, baby.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is.
A pick would be lovely, fellas.
You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get
You going with the mesh.
Look out.
Try to hit me with the mesh.
That can be used against them.
And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now
We hit to you, cuz.
so it's a gain of 12
Good shit.
on the reception, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Bills send the punter out. Presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Number 2, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
More deadly diseases. Climate change is a biggie, too. This study is the first to assess the health of all the 881 tree species.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, and they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their
Woo-wee.
Dorrance Armstrong providing a little deja vu.
Okay, then.
Sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Maternity and paternity paid time off in a bid to try to bring in strong performance. But here's the thing now. New data, rather.
Lamb to return it.
Go down, man. Go down, bro.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
Good fucking game, my dude. Good game, bro. Good ass game, cuz.
Silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a
6-game winning streak, baby.
such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory. That's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise you heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
To 27% in 2022 also.
Surprise was it almost was a little counterintuitive. We're in the middle of a war for talent, and we know that employees value this benefit. So a lot of companies have said we're going to hunker down. We're going to take some proactive steps to reduce our expense line so that we can successfully not only survive but thrive on the other side of whatever economic recession will take place.
Only 11 states and Washington, D.C. have laws that require most employers to offer some paid leave to new parents. The other 39 states do not. U.S. federal law lets qualifying workers take up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave after their child is born. But not getting paid is just not feasible for many employees.
I honestly don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to have to make a decision between, having a kid or being able to eat next week.
The amount of companies offering parental leave benefits over the past 15 years has mostly increased, with a drop during the 2008 and 2009 economic crisis. In fact, the SHRM study shows that compared to 2007, nearly twice as many companies surveyed offered paid maternity leave. But during the pandemic, that was almost tripled.
We have employees that have been put in a very powerful position with lots of options in terms of their work, and their priorities have shifted. We only have many employers who
That was beautiful right there.
But for some workers who may be finding their leave cut back, finding a company with competitive leave benefits is top of mind.
Companies really need to start appreciating their workers more because they're going to start losing a lot of hard-working people over things like this.
Another number was noted from the survey, 82% of people, so the vast majority of people say leave benefits are very or extremely important. This is a close second to health-related benefits at 88%. Listen up. Want their leave if they need it. We keep an eye on that story as it runs. NBC News covers hundreds of stories every day. And because you couldn't possibly read or watch or listen to them all, our bureau teams have done it for you. This is what they tell us is going down in their region in a segment we call The Local. From our Midwest Bureau, former Louisville detective Kelly Goodluck pleaded guilty today to a federal charge in connection with the shooting of Breonna Taylor. She admitted she helped falsify a search warrant for Taylor's apartment and then helped cover it up. This marks the first conviction of the 2020 raid that led to Taylor's death. From the West Coast Bureau, this may not be what you want to see out your window on planes, right? An Alaska Airlines flight making an emergency landing after this engine cover detaches. The airline in a statement said the flight reported an unusual vibration after departure and turned back around. It had taken off from Seattle and was bound for San Diego. Luckily, see this, nobody was hurt. From our Southeast Bureau, check this out. You are looking at dinosaur tracks from more than 1 million years ago. Dinosaur Valley State Park in Texas, and they discovered the moon tracks because of the severe drought that dried up the river. That's amazing. These tracks have previously been underwater under layers of mud. And it's still ahead. Meghan Markle dropped her new podcast today. What she said, who she said it with, and why it's making waves when we come back. It is it's Meghan Markle's turn to talk with the first episode of her highly anticipated podcast dropping today. And the topic, ambition. Setting to every aspect of my life. This message to me and my classmates was clear. Our futures as young women were limitless. Ambition? That was the whole point. But she says her feelings around the word changed when she started dating Prince Harry. That's when she started, she says, to feel a negative connotation about her ambitious life. So she's kicking off the podcast with a conversation with tennis great Serena Williams. They talk about everything, right? From career to motherhood to Williams' announcement to leave tennis and pursue family life. Let's bring in Matt Bradley to talk this through this. And Matt, I think the reason why this goes from just like an interesting story that everybody's talking about to actual news is because of the way that Markle casts shade on the royal family, frankly, and on the people that she and Harry have very famously separated from, removed from, moved thousands of miles away from, as it relates to her as a person and her as a mother.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and that's the entire reason why a lot of British people don't really seem to favor Meghan Markle. You know, they see this as another turn, not being able to resist yet another opportunity to take a swipe at the royal family. And I think a lot of people will probably anticipate that in the next episode, which is going to be speaking to Mariah Carey, that she's also going to use the opportunity to take another swipe at the royal family. So, you know, a lot of folks here, they see that as kind of just an American who's attacking a fairly sacred institution. So, you know, her candid talk, I'm not sure how well that went over here. I think for a lot of people who are fans of Meghan Markle, they'll always be fans of her and this sort of thing. They love hearing it.
She does describe a story that we hadn't heard before about this fire. They were on this royal tour, and there was a fire in the nursery where her then newborn son was supposed to be sleeping. He happened to have been taken away sort of at that moment for, I think the nurse, the caregiver, the nanny basically wanted like a snack. So the baby was removed from the nursery. That's when the space heater caught fire. Very traumatic, Markle describes it, as she found out about it while she was out on this royal engagement. But then she just, as the way she puts it, Matt, she was then told to continue to go back out on the next royal engagement, right, at a time when she was feeling really shaken up. And she says that that really made her realize sort of what she was giving up by being a member of the royal family.
Right, and this was only a couple of months, this was back in 2019, only a couple of months before she and Prince Harry kind of stepped back from official royal duties. They've since kind of stepped back even further than that. This was sort of a moment that was really evocative of a lot of the complaints that Meghan Markle has had about the royal family, and really they echo quite a bit what we heard from Princess Diana, of course, Prince Harry's mother. And so, you know, she also described the wrenching experience of having to leave her children.
I don't want to mess up the streak.
You know, either deliberately or just
start fresh tomorrow.
The job that she's doing.
Fuck with some Call of Duty for the night.
Like her
Come fuck with me.
mother-in-law, her late mother-in-law, who of course also experienced so many problems.